you're basically just buying back more of your company, right? And like long term, it'll dissolve the company, but it, like, or not dissolve it, but it'll make it a lot weaker. This happened with like a lot of different U.S. companies. I mean, you could like the you know, whatever. You look at a lot of like heavy manufacturing, steel companies, stuff like that, right? It's a good example. Like U.S. Steel used to be such a big thing. A bunch of these different companies, right, are kind of like this. You can look into automotive was kind of similar to this. There's obviously other issues that a lot of these companies have and stuff like that. It's not exclusive, but a lot of U.S. manufacturing, even like a bunch of companies like IBM, for example, is another good example. Like there's a lot. I mean, you could. I'm sure there's someone probably has created a massive list. Someone has probably created a massive list, but it's companies that were huge, companies in the U.S. that were really like on top of the game, like truly on top of the game, right? Just now concentrate on just making, you know, short-term money, not as much long-term investment, and just buying their own shares back to reward. Because shareholders want that too. They want the number of the stock to go up, right? Number must go up. And the thing is, that's fine. I'm all for making money, right? I have a bunch of investments and stuff like that I have, and that's the goal, right? The goal is to make money. But the thing is, you don't want to, you know, destroy long-term, you know, profitability and growth for short-term gains. But the thing is what people do is you could just jump from company to company all the time that's doing this. But the thing is what that does is that hollows out and destroys the company in the long term. Right? Because if everybody's in it, oh, there's this business that's now turning around and really concentrating on profitability and just, you know, cutting everything to the bone and buying their own stock back. This, you know, the stock's going to go up, so people pile into the investment. They pile into the stock, right? But there's a point where there's no juice left to squeeze. Stop leaking the method. Almir cannot wait to stimulate Bosnia's economy. End of July. Everybody, Bosnians are eating air until Almir arrives in July. Yep. You know what's funny? Almir went on top of that castle where water was like $8 a bottle. It's actually not. It's really like 50 cents a bottle. But when he comes, they raise the price to $8. And they're like, he's not going to know the fucking difference. He's just swiping his dad's credit card.
Located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
In last game, but they're not better than the Kafe game we lost.
That Kafe game we lost, these kids are definitely better than those kids by like a mile.
Sweaty game.
Yeah.
Like,
The prep cocktail window.
playing Skyte.
Oh.
Yeah.
It should be light work for KG.
I guess we're playing Stompn and Skyte or something. This is going to be a very sweaty game.
Yeah, chat. But,
One's below.
Can somebody just like look down the other hatch?
Monty Cook. What do they call it?
He's super low cigar shot.
Oh, he's dead.
And somebody what?
check us.
Did they impact that off? No, we should be good.
Well, let me turn.
Our wall's open.
You have dropped the diffuser.
Was
Hey, one pillar.
I don't have any more drone.
I have a drone. One's pillar.
I don't see anybody on the
What a red
piano
flag.
unless they're like ratting.
Wow.
Yeah, we have
Okay. Psycho, Goyo, 50.
He just swung me.
Two there.
He's
Yo,
chairs.
cigar shop.
In cigar?
Yeah.
Where exactly? I'll repel and try to get him.
I don't know. Just somewhere in cigar shop.
Swapping max!
Last one was
Heaven
Psycho.
or bar?
Just trying to go.
Heaven or bar?
I'm a drone, I'm a
No, no, heaven or bar.
Well, let's just get a drone on him. Where is he?
Let me drone.
Where is that?
Cocktail.
Cocktail, okay.
Could be cocktail. Maybe freezer.
I don't have any more
Check the
aces,
cocktail
so... He's pixel,
No
pixel,
longer in your
pixel.
possession.
I was lied
Bathroom,
to.
bathroom.
Down to one
Fuck
friendly.
him. No, it is
I
okay.
was
Fuck him
lied
now.
to.
One pixel, I think. Can I go kiss him?
Nice, good
Op
shit.
4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Good calls.
Mm. All right. Fuck are we gonna take here? Badge. What do you mean I'm a troll?
Can someone
I'm a
drone
troll
see
for
if they
using
have-
To locate a
16.9?
bomb.
Yeah.
How am I a troll, dude?
Yeah, I can do it. That's what I'm doing. They're below.
Oh, never
Yep.
mind.
Be advised your drone has located a bomb.
Anyway, dude.
Yeah, Warden.
Bosnia is waiting. Chat, the time to invest into Bosnia. When is your date that you're leaving for Bosnia, Almir?
I could just do a backflip.
Yeah, we can.
10 seconds before insertion.
July 23rd. July 22nd.
You want thermos at the house,
Insertion in
please?
5
Invest into the Bosnian economy. Starting on the 23rd, they will be receiving an enormous amount of stimulus. I think there's one peeking on, Yep.
Shoot a backflip.
Yep, we're investing. That's when we're investing.
Fireplace.
One bottom white. One VIP.
In hindsight, 2020, is there anything I'd change in terms of investing that I would have done? I mean, there's been companies that I've invested in that have not really gone well, or like, I just whiffed on this guy's head. He's, he is prepped. He's now in front of like the white
He's still
cabinet
here,
flip.
still here. He's up. He's standing on ping 3.
I mean, there's definitely like companies and stuff that I've invested in that's like, yeah, it hasn't like gone. Like I do, like I said, besides my retirement accounts, which I have actively managed by like a team, I do all like private investing, and there's definitely companies that like I know I'm playing Stompn. You guys could stop spamming now. Anyway, I don't know, yeah, there's been plenty of companies where like I've invested into them and, you know, it doesn't go as well as I, you know, hoped it would or whatever. I mean, you know, it is what it is. That's what it that's part of investing. You win some, you lose some. That's it. You know, I feel like I've done a pretty good job. One thing that I probably do is I would say that I'm like probably way too conservative on stuff where I probably could have made a lot more money if I was more aggressive and stuff like that. But the plus side is that I know that like, over the years and stuff like that, all the investments that I've made for the most part have been like pretty solid because I'm not a risk taker really.
One op 4 remaining.
I'm not a risk taker. So I play everything pretty safe, to a detriment. So I definitely, hypothetically, could have made way more money. So that would be probably a big, like, probably the biggest thing. Anything like crazy risky? No. I've had bets that were like supposed to be safe bets that like haven't gone well. So, you know, I don't have the risk appetite for that. I'm going to be honest, I don't. I'm pretty comfortable financially and stuff in life, and
Op 4 eliminated.
you know, I don't want to like risk going broke for like potential extra gains or losing like a massive amount of like money or something on like a risky bet. I mean, I've had some stuff that it should have been like a guarantee, and then like it doesn't go very well. Like it's not like you lose like your whole investment, but you just, you know, it eventually ends up, you end up selling for like a nice loss or something, like, you know, something that should have hopefully doubled in value over like X amount of years, and you get like 80% of your money back or something. You know, it just, I mean, it happens. It's just, it is what it is. That's just part of life. But if I invested into riskier stuff, maybe some other stuff would have gone crazy and I would have made like fucking insane amounts of money. But at the same time, you could lose it all too, you know? I'm normally very careful. Like
Drone has located a bomb.
you know, you can't predict everything. Anybody that tells you that they can is lying. But you do the best you can, and you know, that's it, really. You do the best you can, and that's it. And like I said, I feel like I've done pretty good. I've only had like a few things that I've like lost on. I don't know. I mean, a handful, and you know, sometimes things just don't. You know, it sounds like gambling. It's not. It's not really gambling. I mean, I could read the financials of the company, and I have a team that looks over it as well. I don't just do this by myself. So normally, like, they'll bring me opportunities that are like pre-vetted, that like they think are good options for like my risk appetite, and like, you know, a healthy amount to put in that's not gonna like fuck me over completely, and keep my investments diversified and stuff. And then I also read it over, and then I make my own decision.
What? Why is this kid walking down?
You don't lose until you sell? That's not necessarily true.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to go in there.
Sometimes companies get liquidated, and when that happens, you definitely lose.
Where's
you
the
will
nearest?
get X amount of dollars back from the liquidation, and that's it. That's true for some investments. Okay, I think one's sure. One's Pixel.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Wait, you know, might be free. I don't know if it's free.
Yeah, they're playing a mirror far back.
Pixel. You should.
Yeah, he's Pixel right now. It's a Goyo. Well, let me get him.
Not Pixel anymore. Stop by. Thanks feeding you, Ace. Don't. Might
Yeah,
want
yeah.
not be that.
Pixel.
I'm gonna I could ace the bathroom wall. Hold on.
The diffuser has been recovered.
That's happened before.
maybe
Yeah, to some companies that I've invested
Stop.
in.
Hello, bro.
But like, you normally, I just died, but I got the bathroom wall before I died.
B2. Legion.
I'm on your red flank.
How am I not hitting you through that,
My
bro?
door.
B2 still. Went back. Swinging heaven.
Yeah, there's been some companies
Back
before
cockpit
though
up.
where like and once again they're like private companies too, so it's
talk to
the
one
structure is very different from like
Cocktail.
investing into public companies. So like, I don't know, I've had stuff where like, you know, say the whole market went up by, you know, doubled or something like that, right? Or basically over like X amount of years. And there'd be something that I had that I got back like, I don't know, 80% of my money after that same amount of time. So if I would have invested into like, and remember, this is supposed to be outperforming like the general market and stuff by like a good amount. And then, so like investing into something, and then you get like 80% of your money back when it gets like liquidated or the business essentially shuts down, you know, is not good. It's really bad, right? Because you could have just kept your money into like, you know, S&P 500 and whatever. How much is the S&P 500 up over the past few years? Like what? I don't know about now, but I think it peaked at like what, 60, 70% up or something crazy like that. So, you know.
Plane.
We don't have to.
I know, because you make the whole setup around mirror, and then once
Pre-IPO stuff? Yes. Pre-IPO or just private. Energy sector. If you want dividend paying stocks, yeah, energy sector is good.
Secure the bomb.
Or telecom. Like those are normally like pretty reliable, like dividend paying stocks. I mean, as much as I hate like, you know, whatever, all the telecom companies, because of their monopolies that they have, they provide good dividend income.
Device placed.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Reloading mag.
You toss your entire paycheck into prize picks? The Almir and Elman investing scheme. That's how they stimulate the Bosnian economy. Dropped one, I think dropped red.
Holding me on the cocktail.
Yep, I think they're doing a cocktail
Probably dropped
take, so.
skylight. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Let me heal you.
This one skylight.
You move.
Drop the
red.
red.
Where?
New hatch dead.
Cocktail
Have a
report,
dog.
cocktail report, Nomad.
Bro, like
Where's that guy?
26 red. Swinging. What's my back? When you're heading cam.
I have BP on Skylight drop.
He's on the skyline. He made no noise.
Yeah, Nomad.
Reloading.
I have a cam new balk. Going.
What? That sound was fucking horrible. He's on the piano window. The fuck is that sound, dude? Oh my god, that was fucking dog shit. Alright. On your reading cam.
CS.
CS.
Skylight behind you.
Drop. Damn. Why do we throw, man? Why do we throw?
No, this Nomad made no audio. He was just window hop. He was on cocktail window and then he Skylight and then he.
Nah, I mean, we just had, like, I think, like, a 4v2, and people are just, like, peeking the skylight and shit for just absolutely no reason. We have a camera on the drop and everything. You know, Japan and Korea have, like, a monopoly company. That makes everything. They have like chables or what they're called. Like, I don't know.
Drone hunt a little bit.
They're like private companies, but they're, I don't know, like Samsung and stuff you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, they're okay. I mean, it seems to work out for them decently, but I mean, Japan has really stagnated since like maybe the 80s, 90s. It's still a great country with a lot of like, you know, but at least in terms of investment, I would pretty much not invest into like almost anything out of Japan.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Device set.
They're just kind of like, they've just really stagnated over the years, unfortunately.
Prep cocktail and white.
Got one.
I don't know where that air jab is.
Cocktail.
Might be held door or.
Oh, Flores.
Yeah, it's from Skylight. It's taking out all the. Flashing cocktail.
Roof.
Got 2 on terrace.
Nice, huge. Where did you put the air jab? So...
Oh, he
He
dropped.
dropped
He's
who
serious.
about, bro? He's 70 health. 80.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
one's new, and then one's red. New dead. Red dead.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Alright, nice. Man, that was exciting.
These people start making advancements and stuff again. I don't know. Japan was like really ahead of everybody, and they still have certain things that they're, I mean, like Japanese camera sensors and stuff. I think are still probably like the best. I can't really think of anyone who does it better. I mean, they still have some industries that are like pretty good, but they've just really stagnated, like over the years. Unfortunately,
When I jumped out of the window?
they've really stagnated. Like Japan, there's like the
You might have put it
saying,
too high.
Japanese steel is very good.
when
Yeah.
he
I
hit the
couldn't
ground.
tell. I couldn't tell.
But
where
there's
it
like,
was, so
I don't know if you guys have ever heard like there's like the saying that like Japan was in the year 2000 and 1980, and they're still in the year 2000. And like, if you ever been to Japan, you would see how it's like kind of true, But I would say that Japan is probably like at least that I've been to, probably one of the best countries ever to visit. Like, the people there are really nice, and like, dude, you will never have better service at like restaurants or like just dealing with people at shops and stuff in general. Like a lot of like very like respectful culture, a lot of integrity, like just trying to like do the best job that they can with everything. Like, I don't know. So I'm busy. Never heard of Japanese. Yeah, you wouldn't really need to worry about people stealing stuff. Yeah, like, it's a great place to visit, and I like Japan. It's probably like quite literally one of my either like probably my favorite or second favorite place I've ever been to. But let me know if they're at the door. I'll see for it.
No one's
That's
watching
my fault.
VIPs.
This castle.
Jesus Christ, I did not think at all.
I have one Bravo cam.
There's a cam behind me, Panda. Ash. One's above.
Ash
2
is
whiskey.
backside.
One's crouched on the reception door.
There were
Big
the
door.
temples and stuff. That one
Oh,
time there's a bunch of Nara. I've been to
Big
Nara.
door.
Whiskey double.
Nara is
Oh, big
really
one.
cool.
You wanna jump in? You wanna jump in small? Watch out.
Oh,
Big, big.
Yeah, Roar's
We're the
one.
one.
One small big.
Okay.
Aurora. There's one.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Last?
Last operator
You can
standing.
only come
He
from
was-
prep and
Came
rotate.
from whiskey. Insight.
We can let you know if he goes prep.
Won't be small big.
Oh, I whiffed.
Think.
It's all good. You
Let's
got this.
rotate.
Got him.
Nice.
Skyte is 04341B1.
I just actually destroyed them on that round. Ugh.
Thank you for making me play more.
Yeah, play one more.
Okay.
It's
This
my,
is-
it's
this
my
is good.
champ
It was
game on this
good.
account.
Just one more.
One
That
more.
was good. Hey, I'm glad
I
you
gotta
stayed
be
on
up
Blue.
soon.
That is my last one, though.
Alright,
Just
have a
one
good
more.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Just
GG's,
one more.
Well played. One more? I got a bad invite.
GG's.
You don't have to. Definitely don't.
No, I always say that and I leave. I'm like, I have a bad invite, and I'll just like.
Cross always does. He debates. All right, I'll just play one more game on this account tomorrow and get it the champ. Oh, that's
You
pretty.
didn't-
So we played
wait, I thought
Stompn
that
and
was your
Skyte.
champ game.
No, I need one more for this
It's
account.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We could duo. I'm sure that'll work wondrous.
Probably would. Probably would. Oh shit! Look at that, dude.
Shit was fun. Gotta
Ow.
run it up soon.
Well, one more game on this account.
By the bidet, George.
Yep. Well, GG's, buddy. Are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Yes,
Um,
for sure.
sounds good. I'll be on tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
GG's.
Good morning, America.
All right, later.
Peace. Peace, peace, peace.
Good night, Krusty Crew. Pleasure discussing U.S. economics with you guys at midnight. Hey, listen, dude. You know, I'm just fired up. I'm talking, bro. No joke. You guys are right. I should just talk about fucking economics and stuff like that, and then I end up playing really well. You know, I think that's the trick. I just talk about economics. I probably bore everyone to death with what I'm actually talking about, but you know, hey, I play better, so you have good gameplay to watch. That was cool though. So we played Stompn and Skyte that game. Case and those are all really good players. So finance bro equals R6 wins. It seems the brain. It makes you actually think instead of like brain rot. I guess maybe that's it. Yeah, I'm like thinking about. I gotta play one more game on this account. I guess I do have 111 packs, and they're all celebration packs. 48 celebration packs that are like the white ones, and 63 of the black. So 63 of the black. No, what my goal is actually for this account, I mean, I'm close enough to champion now where I'm like, all right, let me finish it off and get champion. But my goal for this account was to finish. I had like 700,000 renown on this account. I spent a $500,000 on it on the celebration packs. I bought like 50 or 600,000, whatever it is. And then I was like, okay, let me do the entire battle pass. And this way, my goal is that I could keep these 111 celebration packs on here, and I'm not going to open them until I'm not going to open them for like a year. So I'm just not going to touch this account for like a year. And then it's like a fucking time capsule, dude. In a year, I'll open the time capsule of 111 packs. Won't that be crazy? All right, chat. That's my last one. That was the last one either way. So, all right. If you guys are new to the stream, follow and turn on notifications. Follow buttons right here to put me in your followers list. Notification bells right next to it will ring, give you notification when I go live. I do stream pretty much every day, but I don't have a schedule. I just kind of get on when I want to get on and get off like around this time, give or take. So follow and turn notifications. Yeah. You can sub here on Twitch, but if you're on mobile, sub through this link. This link will save you $2 if you're on, you know, Google Play, Apple App Store. They charge you $2 extra. That money goes to Google or Apple, not to me or Twitch. So just sub through this link. It'll put you through the mobile web browser, and you could save $2 on every month that you're subbing. If you're doing like a recurring sub, you know, it saves you money. And if your Prime sub isn't working, it'll also work through that link as well. All right. Main YouTube channel, second YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Discord are all in the chat. Main YouTube channel is like edited highlights. Really great team of editors there. If you haven't checked it out, lots of good content there, guides, whole bunch of videos. Second channel, full games of Siege every day at 9 a.m. Eastern, and I back up all my Twitch VODs at 8 a.m. Both channels just have a bunch of short uploads. Twitter, I post before I go live and just random shit. Instagram and TikTok, I post little clips from the stream there. Pretty much every day. Facebook, same thing, clips, and Discord if you want to hang out with chat after the stream is over. You're actually enjoying the talks of this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk more about it and stuff like that tomorrow. I mean, you know, it's fun to talk about. It's something that I know really well. You know, obviously I'm not fucking perfect. We're talking about this is like more like I understand this stuff pretty well just because I read up a lot on it. And I genuinely enjoy like finance. I get to read like a lot of reports that people don't get to see from like, you know, private reports that the bank, like big banks give to like investors, like with their private banking units. So I get a lot of inside information that like, you know, most people don't get, right? Their internal analysis and stuff. And then also just from my own reading and stuff like that, knowledge that I have, but I'm not perfect and literally nobody is. So once again, not financial advice, but, yeah. I have a charm in Rainbow Six Siege. If you want to get it, sub to me on Twitch, link up your Ubisoft account, Twitch account, and you get my in-game Rainbow Six charm. on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. All guns and operators, all future guns and operators. You only have to sub to be one time for 1 month, and you get to keep the charm forever. Tier 1, 2, 3 sub, gifted sub, or free with Prime. If you have Prime, like I said, you can click here, link up your Amazon account, Twitch account, and you will get hold on. Oh, Shade Slayer, thank you very much for getting 5 subs. 1 to V High. Nick Merkins, I only play metas. Slade Suki, and AJ the Man. Welcome to all 5 of you. If you're lucky enough to get gifted a sub, make sure you thank Shade Slayer and link up your Ubisoft account and Twitch account with Xfish Charm. Very much appreciate it. What's up, Mr. Cross? What's up? Hello? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. All right. Well, GG's, buddy. That's all good. GG's, buddy. All right. GG's. Ross came back in Discord randomly. Okay. Well, thank you, Shade Slayer, for the 5 gifted subs. And anyway, have a charm. If you want to get it, sub on Twitch, link your Ubisoft account and Twitch account. My charm appears in your locker on all 3 platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So, pretty good. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link up your account here and sub for free. If you've been living under a rock, I made a bidet. It's available on the old Amazon and the Walmart Tay recently. But my bidet is, you can buy the black one actually right now for $49.99. It's on a little sale. Got a little extra inventory for that one. But yeah, white one's $59.99, black's $49.99. It's an Amazon choice item, which is their little like badge of approval that you made a good product. Throne Bidet is my company. If you don't know, I made Throne Bidet because I wanted to make a high quality yet affordable bidet, because all the ones that were like around this price point were honestly fucking garbage. They would just cheap out on things that would save a few pennies here or there that would make it a significantly worse product. So I said, fuck that, I'll make my own. And I did. Here it is. It's an Amazon choice item now, which is pretty cool. So, don't know what a bidet is or what it does. This is it. Comes in this box. All the parts are included in the box to install it. You just need a screwdriver and a wrench. The way that it works, mount it to your existing toilet seat, connect your existing water supply line. After you take a shit, you hit this button, nozzle drops down, sprays stream water at your asshole. You turn the knob to your desired pressure, and when you're done, there's a stop button. If the nozzle gets dirty, which it really shouldn't get too dirty, but if it does, there's a self-cleaning function, and there's a female wash option for the ladies, okay? Common questions that I get. Clean your ass with a bidet. It's weird, sus, whatever the fuck people want to say, right? It's how the rest of the world uses, like, cleans their butt after pooping, right? I mean, it naturally makes sense. If you shat on your hand, you would not use toilet paper and smear it all over the place or a wet wipe. You'd wash it off. So why would you do any differently for your ass, right? It just makes logical sense. You know, like I said, it's really just the U.S., Canada, select a few other countries that bidets are not standard on like every single toilet that you use. I didn't really realize that until like I started leaving the U.S. and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, it makes more sense. Other questions I get, yeah, Japan was when I like discovered them basically. Yeah. Anyway, why would you use a bidet? It's cleaner and faster, obviously. It saves you a bunch of money. This thing's $49.99 with free shipping on Amazon, right? You do not need Amazon Prime. $59.99 Walmart. You do not need free shipping, you do not need Walmart Plus for free shipping. Everyone just, for the most part, you know, unless you live outside the U.S., gets free shipping. So, you know, I used to spend $20 a month on toilet paper from Costco, the big Costco pack. I only buy that pack like every 6 months roughly now, because you use 80-90% less toilet paper. The only toilet paper you're going to use is a small amount to dry the clean water off your butt. You throw it in the toilet, you flush it down. Additionally, you know, more environmentally friendly. It uses a very small amount of water, like around 10 ounces. So if you're worried about the water costs going up, it's like 1,000th of a cent, 2,000th of a cent. If you want to do the math for your local area, it's give or take about 10 ounces of water per use. You'll also get less plumbing clogs, toilet clogs. If you have a septic tank, there's less pumping of that out. Better for your city's waste treatment plant and water systems. So yeah, it's just a natural choice to make. All your homies use bidets? Yep. Bidets should be on every toilet. So yeah, and if you don't know, Throne Bidet is my company. Like I said, I hold the patents for this product in multiple different countries and trademarks. I own the mold that produces it. It's not a rebadged, off-the-shelf, like drop-shipped item or whatever that's been rebadged or something. I did take the time to make this. It cost me like 75 grand just to develop it. I own the molds and stuff, like I said, to produce it. It took me like a year and a half. And it was like almost 200 grand with like inventory and marketing and all the other kind of stuff that we threw into it as well. So, and it's my money, not, and I put up my own money, not an investor's money or anything like that, right? So, I actually designed it or sketched it myself. Well, I'm not an engineer, so I basically sketched out like what I wanted. And then I just had like a professional firm like actually design it and stuff. So, yep. But yeah, so if you buy one and you like it, or if you previously purchased one and you like it, if you could take the time to leave a review, it takes about literally 5 seconds to drop, star rating. And if you are willing to take the extra time to do a written review, photo review, video review, anything like that, I really do appreciate it very, very, very much. They do help a bunch. Oh, there's that water system we were talking about. And last and final thing, there's Match Masters. You can download it now. You can type Exostrike Masters in the chat. The link will be there. And I have a special incentive. So it's a free game. They're sponsoring the stream this month. You could download it and install it for free. It's actually a really fun game. And then every game you win, you get 50 trophies. For every 100 trophies you get, it's like 100, 300, 500, 1100, 1700. You get the idea. It keeps going. Give me the equivalent to like a couple gifted subs each one. So like in the beginning, it's like 1 gifted sub for each one, equivalent to, and then it goes up. It's like 2, then like 5, and it keeps going up. So if you're able to do it, I appreciate it. It supports the stream. It costs you literally nothing, and it's an actual fun like little mobile game. Also the people who hit the 3 highest levels, I will give you a key to SWAT Commander on Steam, and then everybody who plays and installs it and at least hits 100 trophies will get an entry for everybody that installs and plays and at least hits 100 trophies will get an entry for Assassin's Creed Shadows. And the more trophies that you hit, so like every milestone you hit, so say you hit 100, that's 1 entry, 300, that's 3, 500, that's 5, so on and so forth. So good luck to everybody who enters. But that's about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, as always. I'll have to play one more game on this account to get it to champion. And yeah, I'll send you guys to the offline stream. So thank you very much, everyone watching. See you tomorrow. Have a great day or night wherever you are.